Well, 7th straight season, Connor. You're number 1 on TSN's list. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you look back over the last 7 years and you evaluate your own game a little bit, what area of your game do you think has grown the most from now?
I would say probably the part of the game that doesn't get recognized as much. I would say the defensive side of the game. It's something that I've definitely focused on. I would say it's grown a lot. It still has a ways to go. But certainly something that I focus on and work on, watch tape on and stuff like that. So I feel like it's made steps, and we'll continue to do that.
Leon Draisaitl comes in at number 2. First time he's ever been that high. Do you feel him nipping at your heels a little bit?
Certainly, he looks really good. He's had a great summer. Really committed this summer. He's in great shape. Looks great on the ice. His game's never been better, and a very well-deserved spot for him.
Want to play a little game you're going to hate?
Sure.
Let's talk about the skills between the two of you.
Okay.
You had to swap skills with them in a couple of areas,
Yeah.
right? So if I were to say to you, you could have Leon Draisaitl's puck protection, but you got to give him your lateral mobility. Are you doing that deal?
That's not a deal I'd make. No, my skating is my my bread and butter. It's something that opens up, makes a lot of different plays available to me. I would definitely take Leo's passing though, and his vision. That is something that I would.
That was going to be my next one. Like like his backhand passing for, I don't know, what's a fair trade there?
I would take his backhand passing for maybe my wrist shot. He's got a great one-timer. He's got a great one-timer. Scores goals kind of on the back end, or one-timer, kind of more. Kind of pushes the puck where, I'm a little bit more of a wrist shot, I would say. So I would take that trade for sure.
And safe to say you wouldn't trade top speeds with him for anything?
No, I wouldn't trade top speeds with anybody in the league. So
Connor, this team has learned a lot over the last couple of seasons with these playoff runs that you've been on. If you think back to when you were 19, 20, going through playoffs for the first time, trying to figure out what it takes to win, what do you think you've learned most about what it takes to win in this league?
It's going to sound really cliche, but it's really, really small details and a little bit of luck. There's so much that goes into it. It's a bad penalty here, it's a turnover here, it's a bad change there, and these things swing momentum, big in games and playoff games, and games obviously change series. So. It's a lot of little things. You need a little bit of luck on your side. Health is important. But I think everybody being bought in is absolutely vital.
What have you learned about the different ways you can lead? You were a captain very young.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it was on the ice when you were younger.
Yep.
But in talking to people around you, it sounds like your leadership has grown in different ways off the ice too. What have you learned?
Yeah, I think your first question was what's kind of changed most about my game. I would say obviously the defensive thing, but away from the rink, leadership, just being more comfortable in the room, comfortable using my voice, comfortable having a conversation that might be a little bit difficult. These are all things that great leaders do, and something that I'm trying to learn and develop as the years go on.
What do you see in this group that leads you to believe there's a step you guys are ready to take here?
I just think the mindset is right. Everybody's hungry. With that being said, there's lots of teams that are hungry across the league and are desperate to win and make something happen. But I really feel like our group is in a good spot. We've had those lessons like we've talked about. We've been to that. We've been further than we ever have before, and have had that, Kenny calls it the pit, that kind of pit feeling that kind of sticks with you, and I think has for most guys throughout the summer.
Appreciate this, Connor. Your trophy's on the way. Thanks.
Thanks.